It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Chiefs and the Dolphins, and it's coming up next.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. It's week 2 of this NFL season. A couple of teams feeling good, Greg. Victory in the season opener, and that gives you just great momentum off the schneid to start the season. Now, what's ahead for these guys?
Going into week 1 was always kind of an interesting deal, Mike, and I always felt as a player, you prepare months for week 1, and then you prepare 7 days for week 2. It's kind of a very interesting thing, and here you have both teams, 1-0, gotten off to a great start. Now you only got a week to turn the page, and you want to get into a normal rhythm week to week of what is a long NFL season. The better you start, the better it makes the end of the year, and you find yourself in that playoff hunt. You want to get these early September games.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
They face 2nd down and 7. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this out for Davis. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Well, fireworks right out of the gate here, Greg. It only takes 2 plays to put 6 on the board, and they do it with a big touchdown.
Mike, each week when we talk to teams, they emphasize how important it is to get off to a fast start. Well, this team, they took it to a new level. 2nd play of the game, big touchdown, they strike first.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Chiefs are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return starts from the 5. Whoa! He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Miami offense will make their way onto the field. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
One of the best parts of the week, Mike, is when we have an opportunity to sit down and visit with these guys during the production meetings. And the thing that we both came away with was, while he was happy with the overall performance of his team a week ago, you could tell that lone interception left a bit of a bad taste in his mouth. He called that errant pass unacceptable. He doesn't plan on having too many of those in this one, and look for him to be a little bit more careful with the ball as he tries to get his team to another victory here today.
They send him right out of the slot. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll have the Dolphins first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Fires left sideline. That is complete. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, Miami. Back to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. Up the middle they go. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. Now they'll set up to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready now for their second drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
His offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
On second down, a run with Davis. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to air this out for Davis. That is brought in. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Davis. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will dive into the end zone. Touchdown, KC. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, it's going to be a long day for this defense.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense about ready to get going on their second possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to about the 29. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground. A week ago, as a part of their victory. 2nd down and 8. Man in motion, heading left. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Throwing now from the gun, and that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision. Down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw here is complete. With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now, faking the give. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Chiefs 1st down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack. This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got it! And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play to kick off this drive. 33 yards. You have a tight end motioning left here. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a 1st down. One quarter in the books. It's the Chiefs on top. And we're back to South Florida after this. First and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal now. Tackle made at the 9. Here's a run. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Second and goal. They'll go with him again. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Dolphins. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense ready to take over once again. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Davis. And he'll get about 5. They send a receiver in motion left. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. A run with Davis. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now this time they'll look to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down. Going right sideline and complete. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. On 3rd down, here's Davis. The field goal unit out here for the Chiefs. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Chiefs will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
A safe kick taken at the 5. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down. They'll stick with him again. He'll only be able to get the 47-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Dolphins first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. Here's 2nd and 6. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Miami after this. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal, and at the very least got to come away with some points.
He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. Back to the air one more time. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And beautiful footwork on display. He is in. Touchdown, Miami. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. The PAT. Good. And the Dolphins will come back to tie things at 17. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds. 000 up there on the clock. We have reached The end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, back to you and Greg in just a moment. But after a wild first weekend in the NFL, time to see if things will settle down as we take a quick look at what's happening here in Week 2. We'll start up in the Mile High City, an AFC matchup between New York and Denver. And they have gone to halftime with the Jets out on top. The Jets needing to hold on and win this one.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it as we'll get ready for the third quarter. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll start out first down and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. They'll look to throw. Thrown left side, the catch is made. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Second and a yard. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Now a give up the middle, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in. And he will score. Touchdown, Dolphins. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense make their way out to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be caught by the running back, Davis. They'll mark him down up at the 4.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. Now a run on 1st down. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. The tight end going in motion to the left. Now faking the give. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll run. It's Davis. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the ground once more, it's Davis. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this out wide. Well, this play, like this drive, going backwards. A loss there on 3rd down. A very quick 3 and out. On comes the Chiefs punter. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll turn and hand this one off. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll send him over to the left. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. He'll look to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd down, 3 to go. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his man. Middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. On 1st down, it's Davis. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They'll throw out of the gun. Oh, high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And he is very close to the 1st down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches. They'll take this in back at the 16. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense headed back to take over once more. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now, screen going to be set up for Davis. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down. Receiver in motion, headed left. They'll try to run, and he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll run on 2nd down. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He's got it! And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet. We'll try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Dolphins. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown. touchdown on the pick six.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. The extra point is good. And the Dolphins will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and
that's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. And it would appear they're on their way to a 2-0 start as they begin things here with 1st and 10 in this fourth quarter. Up the middle they go. He'll work forward only to about the 18. Here's 2nd and 9. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down. He'll send a tight end in motion right. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Miami. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all off-season long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next position. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
They'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
A gain there of 11, and the Chiefs have a 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense. And they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Now a give on the ground, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Third down and 9. Back to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. So a win here for the Dolphins. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.